Unveiling the landscape and debates beyond the laboratory.
I want to thank everyone here and the organizers of this lifetime project. I call it a lifetime project because it is timely and it's something that will help Nigeria and overcome some of the challenges we are facing right now. My name is Honourable Mrs. Bridget. I'm a former Commissioner for Women Affairs in Anambra State. But right now I'm a farmer. So I come from, I represent farmers here. I may not look for a farmer, but I'm a farmer. Farmers don't have moths all over themselves. You go into the farm, you come out to have your bath, you dress up, put your perfume, put everything you need. But one thing you get is that you get fulfillment and satisfaction that there is always food in the house and extra to sell. So this afternoon, I'll be talking on solutions. And what are the solutions that we have for Nigeria farmers to start putting food on our table again? Because it's something that they have done judiciously over the years. In the villages, especially if you come from farm communities, those that live by the rivers, Niger, Benue, and other lakes in Nigeria, you see that there's always food. The problem is, how do we preserve? How do we preserve it so that we don't have all the waste during harvest time? But another thing I would want to say is that, what is the plan? What is Nigerians' plan for agriculture? Because if we do not have a plan, we will continue to fail. Fortunately, in 2008, I was a member of Vision 2020, Agric and Food Security. And in that year, 2008, during Yaradua era, Nigerians were assembled in Abuja to be able to have envision something for Nigeria till the year 2020. And I believe that if we have responsible government that knows that vision do not stop because there is a battle from one political party to another, then they can never take Nigeria to become a dream country that will come our own. If you go to developed countries, those documents, for example, the 2020 vision was a document for Nigeria, and it was designed by Nigerians. I am one person, I will say that I was part of that vision. Even though that they dismantled everything, I followed that vision. And I went back from Abuja back to the village to become a farmer. And today, I will say that being able to do that wasn't a very, very small decision. But today, I come up again to say what I have been, or what I have seen, that are the challenges for agriculture, because I have grown over nearly 10 years that I've been in different crops, from rice, cassava, vegetables, value addition, packaging, even now we are in exports. So from learning how to grow, I learned how to do value addition, how to package, and today our products are in supermarkets, our products are, in UK, our products, many Nigerians that live abroad, they order from us and they eat from whatever we are able to do, because they can actually vouch and say that this product is a Nigerian product. This product there's no addition. If I say that this is organic, it is organic. If I say that it is, locally produced, we did not add anything. And when you eat it, you also know that good food is, that when you eat well, you don't need to go to hospital. Then what we know is that if you don't eat your food as your medicine. If you don't eat food as medicine, you eat medicine as food. So what do you eat? What do you actually eat? From your pot, you can eat life. And from your pot, you can eat devastating sicknesses. And you'll be calling witches and wizards and people that are in the village and calling fire all over the place. But it was from your kitchen and your pot. So what am I saying is so we don't have a plan. Nigeria will start something. When government comes, they discard, they bring out their own, people make money from it, they discard. So their focus is just to make money. They make money from farmers, they make money from whatever. But today, it is biting us. So what are the solutions? First of all, I have this NGO, Children of the Farmers Club. So I believe that if you go to villages, they're all aged people. And these old men and women are getting tired. They can't go far. So we need younger people that will take off agriculture. It is not magic. If we do not have a generation that will become farmers, young people, retired people, but still educated people should actually leave the city to go to the village, just like I did. And today, I have millions in my account as a farmer. So I'm not begging anybody. Let Nigeria go hungry. Me, I have yam. Last year, I planted about 2,000 yams. This year, my cassava is over 10 hectares. So I eat my food, my mango, everything. It's just, God loves us so much. Nigeria is overblessed. The only thing is that we try to live in flats, spend all our years in flats, in one room. People do not want to leave a room and go to a place they can have acres of land and take fresh air, have birds sing. Take all go from the farm, take okra from everywhere, eat and dance, and relax. Thank God that there's always if you want to watch your CNN, even in the village, it is there. I don't know if you people clap or it doesn't make sense. So what I want to say is that, first of all, is that we have to focus on younger generation that will take over, because at the time, they will put naira in a pot to cook. You remember during the COVID, one man brought all his dollars, his pounds, and everything, and he put it into the pot and he started to stir, because we had all the money, but there was no food. And I still see a generation, no matter whatever we are seeing today, if we do not go down to schools to tell people that agriculture is number one, our God is a farmer. If God did not plant the garden, he planted the garden, he made sure there was food before he created man. So why would man now think that God was foolish? You can make all the money, build all the houses, but if you don't eat one day, you will stagger and nobody can raise you up. So food is very, very important. Number one is food, because it's even through the food that we can have a healthy body, the energy to even function. Without food, we cannot function. Then what has been, because I believe that Nigeria has always had excess food, because our land produces much, even without fertilizer. I come from Ogbaru. If you people know, we live by the river Niger. During flood, the flood will come and cover our soil and remove all the debris. Immediately the flood goes. Till the soil, 2 months, everything is green. Anything. You don't even need the fertilizer, nothing. Because naturally, our soil is enhanced during every rainy season and flooding. So, you see, we have a lot of issues in hand. One is the issue of insecurity, where farmers have been chased out from their communities, from their lands. They will do their planting, people will come and set it on fire. Those people are the enemies of this nation. They are the greatest enemy. Those that chased our farmers out and occupied the forest. In exchange, instead of having food in the forest or in the farms, it is ransom. And we are paying it. And because we are paying it, we think it's going to stop. It's not going to stop because that is their own oil well. So the farmers has fled. They are outside their, they are in the ID camps. They can't go to farm. So if they don't farm, what are you going to do? It shows that it is real. It's not about going to open any warehouse. Not at all. We have to look for solution and a sustainable solution for that matter. Another thing that you also see that have affected the farmers since 2012 was the flood. They will tell us that the Kayinji, one dam from Cameroon, and they released water, and the water came and destroyed everything. In my community, for example, in the two previous years, last 2 years, do you know, even every hen, the local hen will fly, and when it drops inside water. The goats, all the domestic animals, you can't even talk about the yam and everything was lost. They lost their houses. They lost every livelihood, and they ran. And then when they come back to the community, in fact, when they run and government gives them a place to stay, they can only take care of them while they were there, maybe giving them 1 meal. Immediately, the flood subsides. You are on your own. You carry your children, go back to a place where there is no home, there is no clothing, there is no food, there is no cassava stem, there is no seedling, nothing, and we just leave them. When we leave them like that, how can they go back the following year? How can they go back the following year? They need money. They need seedling. They need to start. It's just like somebody who has a shop at Alaba and fire gutted it. How can the person start without a new capital? Without somebody knowing that this sector of people are very, very important. It is time we look at our farmers as the greatest asset. Because without farmers, there's no food. Without farmers, there's no industry. Without farmers, there's no medicine. Without farmers, everything is about the farmer. So the number 1 citizen of Nigeria is a farmer. Not Senate president. Not elected members. They are just, they may eat Uyibo rice until they start eating plastic rice. But I trust our rice. It is sweeter. The aroma. Cook a local rice. And wherever you are, you will know that rice has aroma. Eat it without anything. Put oil and salt, and you will belly full. So what are we saying? So the flood had affected our farmers. Many of them no insurance. Many of them nobody came back, no loan. Even when they want to give, federal government will carry zinc. Take to the state government. State government, in that place, in the warehouse, they will steal everything. They will steal everything because we are specialists in stealing at any level. There's no sympathy for that person that those things came to. So and we are not sincere. And a country that is not sincere, we just have to turn a new leaf of loving Nigeria, loving our people wherever they are, whatever contribution somebody makes. No, the mechanic is very important. The carpenter is important. Even the cleaner is very, very important. Him that removes trash is very, very important. But the greatest of all is that farmer who tills the ground to be able to make us live. So what is government going to do? Because as a farmer, during the time of additional, there was this government subsidy that was being given. People were given, fertilizers, they were given seeds, and they were given some of them were given equipment. You can have tractor. Why can't government give tractor to the farmer? Or provide or give us the money or loan us? Because if I have about 5 hectares of land and I don't have tractor, do you know that for that tractor, that 5 hectares of land, for me to be able to cultivate it, in the next 2 months, men will be going there. I will be cooking every day, paying them daily, cooking their food. By the time I finish that business, I wonder what I will take back. But that is something tractor can do in 2 days. It brings down the cost of production. So, without tractorization, no young person is going to farm because they cannot carry hoe. Me, I'm doing it because I can afford to use tractors. I can't carry, what did you call it, hoe to go and do using hoe. And even when you use hoe, by the time you finish, you cannot break even because it is not cost effective. So we need things. We need there's a lot of smart technologies. Many of them will still go to India when we have local fabricators because our people also want to import so that they can make money. Everything is about money. Even their stomach is about making money. I know that there are people around that can fabricate these things. We have engineers. Let us equip schools, technical schools, technical colleges, everything is no more BSc. I believe that when you go abroad, you know that their manpower is technically based. It is only those that formulate policies that go for degree. So, there's so much to say, but what I say is that, like in my own zone, Anambra State or the Southeast, you see, the cost of holding Nnamdi Kanu has made us to lose all our forests. Because the youths now, they are there. They have, so that, for example, there's this World Bank project that we had. It was about more than 100 hectares of land for rice. And we have irrigation. But they are there. And they chase the people that are using the irrigation. By the time you know it, they started losing all the water facility, they start selling them. All those things, everything now is now, what do you call it? People that go and buy scrap, they now took them off and sold them as scrap. So who is deceiving who? When people are crying, when something comes up, the people must be considered. Nigeria, it is time for us to actually look at what are the causes. The ones we will reduce, let us rise up and stop it. So that we will know those that are our enemies. And those that we are able to bring upon ourselves. So, with all these things, I will not stop. But I also say that the planting of trees is the greatest asset. It has a lot of advantage. Have 20 mango trees, have oranges. In fact, the other day I was in the compound. This new German mango has started coming out. When I picked, Immediately I brought it, they washed it, did it into juice. Come and see how sweet this juice is. And you can say how sweet this God is. Because how many years? Every season, in and out of season. So we are blessed. The one thing is that Nigerians don't even think that when they take fruit, they have eaten. So they'll say, I haven't eaten since mango, but they don't chop mango, chop a banana, chop everything. It's still safe because he never eats apple. He will say, gari or rice. He say he never eats. Those ones are also food, and they are money making. So there's plenty of advantage. Today, go and plant a tree. Not the ones that your great-grandmother planted, because even those days, all the men do is just to fell the trees. They want to make everywhere to be houses. We want to live in houses without trees. How healthy is such an environment? Even those that have snow. Go to UK now. If you go there during autumn, everything is dried. But they intentionally planted trees because they know that tree is life. They get their oxygen there and also the environment. So, in conclusion, we have to start by looking into schools. Let us have agricultural school clubs. Be intentional about that. Let them, even now, you can plant most things in bags. So even if they don't have land, teach them to plant in bags. The schools at the local level, let them have something, let the local government or something have, have fairs. Because sometimes they have to have competition. At the end of every farming season, you have fair. Like this place, schools will come, have what they have, their harvest, and you give people laurels, give them award, it means nothing. But it encourages them because it knows that those little efforts actually helps. The teachers of agriculture too. Everybody want to do ICT. Abi? Because that is where the money is. But can we eat the money from ICT? No. We still need people that will be in that sector providing. The job is divided. Everybody has his own job. But the greatest of all the job is our food security, our stomach. Thank you so much. Those that made this possible for me to be here. Because by 9:30, I'm still in my bed in Onitsha. And Shegu called me and said, you are coming to Lagos. I said, no. Because I already have other things I've already engaged myself to do for today and tomorrow. But because I am very passionate, I'm a farmer. I come from a farming community. I went to school, I've traveled to UK, traveled to America, traveled everywhere. But today, I live in the village. I am 67. And because I eat natural food, I don't look it. So join me and eat the real mama food. Thank you so much.
GMO Foods. Unveiling the landscape and debates beyond the laboratory.